Yeah, I almost spent a minute talking into an off microphone. That's good. That's real good. Oh boy. Hi. Today, we are going to be learning how Yu-Gi-Oh works. Not like super technical. We aren't talking about priority or anything like that. Just get you to where you can keep track of what's happening on the screen. I mean, if you want to just go, ooh, pretty colors, hey, more power to you. What might have stopped you? But when I was younger, I really was into TCGs. Not Yu-Gi-Oh! In particular, because I felt like once a player had advantage, it was really hard to do anything about that. And yeah, my opinion's more or less the same. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Oh well. But put that together with becoming much more minimalist, and it's like, I don't want to find a place to keep these. So, digital card games come to save the day. Woohoo! Take my money. At any rate, to get us started, we're gonna go over some of the more basic aspects. We're gonna teach you what exactly it is you're looking at. So, you have a gist of that. For starters, we're gonna go with normal monsters. So, normal monster cards look like this. Then there's nothing special about them. You've got your attack, defense, the level. The difference in attack and defense comes down to position. If monsters are in attack position, they have the ability to attack. But if they are attacked, then excess damage is dealt to your life points. In defense position, you're never going to get damage from combat in exchange for forfeiting the ability to attack. So, which position you want them in kind of depends on what you're going after. Moving on to levels. Levels are weird, man. Fun fact, this was a manga before it was an actual game. So, there are a few things that weren't really ironed out. The way levels work is they determine your ability to summon them. Levels 1 through 4, you can just summon. Plain and simple. Levels 5 and 6, you need to tribute one monster on your side of the field to summon. Level 7 and higher requires 2 tributes. And yeah, that's part of why comebacks are awkward. Granted, they worked in ways to work around it, but you still run into problems with once they got big scary stuff on the field. You're just kind of done. But that's neither here nor there. We'll talk about all that nonsense when we get there. Now we're going to move on to effect monsters. Effect monsters have a slightly different color background. You're mostly going to see effect monsters because they do stuff more than just exist and hit. Go figure. It's kind of a cool thing to have. Their effects are going to be in their card text, which is visible here and visible here. And the number one reason people get themselves into trouble is because they don't take the time to read. They're like, I don't know what that is, but I'm too cool for rules. And they just, no. It's bad. It's bad. Yeah, so more or less the same as normal monsters, but they get to do extra stuff by existing. Yay. Always good to have. Ritual monsters are some of the most... What's a nice way of putting this? Rightfully unused. You see, in order to summon a ritual monster, you not only need to have the ritual monster, but you need a spell that lets you summon them, along with the ability to send monsters to the grave whose levels are equal or exceeding the monster you're trying to summon. So they're hard to get out, and most of them don't have abilities that justify how hard they are to get out. So you're never gonna see these. Like, never, ever, ever. But they do in fact exist. I've tried to make them work. Just let the record show I tried. It didn't go well. We move on to fusion monsters. And yeah, that's the trend. Their color of the background is how you know what they are and how they work. Fusion monsters are kind of like ritual monsters, just like objectively better. While you still need most typically some sort of activation spell, they are so less restrictive on required materials. And actually, this fusion deck doesn't require summon cards at all. They just fuse on their own. I got to legendary with them, which is the rank above platinum. There was nerfs. So, yeah, that was fun. But you stick 2 or more monsters together depending on the requirements, and you got you a fusion monster. Okay. For synchro monsters, they're fusion monsters, but one of the monsters, which is referred to as a tuner, is the activation spell. So you just need to get cards on the field and then you can fusion, more or less. It's definitely preferable. Definitely preferable. And yeah, they're gonna have their own little effects and whatnot. But that's Synchro Summon for you. A lot of it's pretty straightforward. XYZ is where it starts to get a little bit more technical. So, to summon an XYZ monster, you need the specified number of that leveled monster on the field. And then it's from there essentially a fusion. So now you don't need a tuner. You can just fuse if you have the right materials on the board. So any cards can be used for XYZ. And I'll be the one to say it. It should have just been like this in the first place, man. However, a unique gimmick to these is normally, with all the other summoning methods up till now, the cards get sent to the graveyard. With Xyz monsters, they're attached. And in the game, you'll have a little icon on the card that shows you how many are attached. And you remove them to activate effects. So, Xyz monsters tend to have much stronger abilities, but they're limited use, so you need to make them count. And lastly, we've got Pendulum monsters. And oh boy. You'll notice that there are two lists of effects. This comes from the fact that they have two separate ways of being played. You can play them as a monster card, in which case you're going to get the bottom ability, as well as the stats. Or, you can play them as a spell card, and then it has a top effect. You'll notice that it has two numbers on the side of the pendulum effect. And if you have two pendulum monsters in your spell zones, it lets you summon monsters between those levels for free, once per turn, as many as you want. It really gets momentum going for a ton of decks. And it's my imaginary friend. Hello there. I see that. I was wondering. I missed you. I've been talking for so long, and you got to miss all of the part where I was blabbering away and didn't realize my microphone was turned off. It was wonderful. It was amazing. There will be another time. So yeah, pendulum monsters can be played as spells or as monsters. Moving on. Turn the filter off. Spell cards. They are... oh, so honest. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think Dignity is quite frankly overrated. The spell cards, more or less, you play them to trigger an effect. Pretty straightforward. There are different kinds of spell cards: field spells, equip spells, continuous spells, etc. But you can figure out those just by reading the card details. Moving on to trap cards. They have the fortunate distinction of you can't use them right away. They're essentially spell cards, but they take a turn to have whatever they're doing happen. And I mean, it's a thing, I guess. So with that, that goes over your general rules. How cards work, etc., etc. Okay, so I was accused of cheating at Go Fish at work, so I'm pretty sure I'm on a watch list. If I play Go Fish, somebody's getting in trouble. And it's probably gonna be me. How does one cheat at Go Fish? I guess I figured it out, and I'm gonna leave it up to your imagination from there. So from here, we're going to jump into a match, and I'll take it a little bit slower and explain what I'm doing. I really need to get out of bronze rank.
This is me at the top.
I want to know what
A duel.
duel.
My turn.
Okay, so during their turn, over here, we've got the turn list. It'll describe everything that happens throughout the course of the match, just so it's easier to keep track of things. Over here, we're gonna have card descriptions. So you just have whatever last was done right there, ready to see.
Ka-ching and do your thing, Performa Pal Coin Dragon.
Yeah.
I set the pendulum scale. I set the pendulum scale. I end my turn.
Here I go. It's my turn. I draw.
Interesting order to do things in. Okay, so flurries.
From
This
my
deck
hand,
is all about blowing
I
up my own
activate a
monsters
continuous spell.
to get goodies.
I set
And yeah,
a card. I
it's
summon Rose
kind of bonkers. What flurries allows me to do is whenever I blow up one of my monsters, the opponent is forced to blow up a monster as well. We want you. And you. Get you summoned.
I activate my monster. Here I go. I special summon a monster. I activate my monster's effect. What shall I do? I special summon a. I activate a continuous spell.
However, not everything seems to trigger it, and I don't understand why. It's kind of bizarre.
I activate my monster's effect.
I didn't actually mean to do that, but I guess I did, so I'm committed.
Battle. Here goes.
Oh well.
I attack you directly.
That's nothing.
Here goes. My monster attacks you directly.
I don't
end
do
my
something
turn.
soon.
You're
Here we go.
I'm taking control.
Let's see
of
what
this
he's
duel.
got.
Starting now. It's my turn.
Since he's got
I
his
draw.
pendulum skill set. Actually, no. He can't even set anything with the pendulum skill he got going. Ouch.
Always have fun, whether you win or lose. That's my motto.
He
I
says
feel
with
as
the
free as the
most
wind.
impressed face ever. Oh boy. I'm trying to grind out Arc 5 to get the unlocks. Because Zuzu uses an archetype that I'm excited to try and get a hold of. And it's kind of cool when you got someone who will actually say the card names. It makes it a little more fun. As we go along, I'll also make an effort to point out monsters that are problemsome.
We all can dual tame.
I learned something.
I'll dual.
Duel. My turn.
Okay. Open with flurries, that's always
From my
good.
hand, I activate a.
Set
I
you.
set a card.
Set
I
you.
set a monster.
Cards
I
turned
end my
sideways
turn.
indicate they're
Here
in
I
defense
go.
position,
It's
and the
my
defense
turn.
number is highlighted to help you
I
keep track of
draw.
it all. So this is an Xyz deck,
setting a card.
and we're trying to get these guys to come out.
I'm setting a card.
And a lot of the
End my
cards
turn.
in this archetype have to do with modifying the
I
levels.
draw.
So in addition to things go boom funny haha, which is
I'll
always
end my
great.
turn.
Here I go. It's my turn.
You have
I draw.
monsters who have effects that'll modify levels,
I
so
activate
you
a
just
spell
get this
card.
out so easy. Ooh, wrong move.
I end my
And
turn.
Here I go.
it goes
It's
back
my
to what I
turn.
was talking
draw.
about with you're not reading my cards, dude.
I'll set a card.
Because this is right here, and it says I get to blow up your monsters for free.
From my hand, I activate
So,
a spell
like-
card.
Why are you gonna let me do that?
Oh,
Check out the
no.
card I set. I activate a counter trap.
Okay. And that was the worst discard you could have
I'll
done.
end my turn.
Wow.
Here I go. It's my turn. I draw.
So let's look at this. Power of the Guardians. If an attack is declared involving the equipped monster, place one spell counter on this card. The equipped monster
end
gets
my turn.
500 attack and
Here I
defense
go.
for each
It's
spell
my
counter on
turn.
this card.
My
If the
turn.
equipped monster would be
I
destroyed,
draw.
remove a spell counter instead.
I
Bro,
activate
that's
my
crazy.
monster's effect. Hmm. I special.
So,
Here I go.
With what we've
I
got set
special
up,
summon a monster. I activate my monster's effect.
I'm going to grab a extra fetch card, which would be this one. It lets me pull a monster from my deck, and if I tribute a monster in addition to activating that,
I play my face down card.
I can do two
I
instead.
activate my trap card.
The trap I
Here I
just
go.
activated is more or less the same thing, except from my graveyard instead of my deck. Now,
Activate my
we're going
monster's
to
effect.
modify levels, get everyone on the board level 8. From there, we can summon our boss monster. And she is nasty.
Here I go. I exceed summon a monster.
She tends to be a pain for a lot of people. She has
I activate
3
my
abilities,
monster's effect.
and each one is triggered by removing one card. The first one lets me lock out an opponent's set card. As long as my monster remains on the field,
Now's my chance. Check out
with the
card
exception
I
of
set.
reaction
I activate a quick
activations,
play spell.
that card gets locked out. They can't do anything with it.
I'll
And
end
you're
my
not going to have an
turn.
answer for
My
28
turn.
defense, so...
I draw. From my hand, I activate a spell
Okay.
card.
Maybe you will.
Come on out. I
Second
special summon
ability.
a monster.
Target one plant monster on the field changes
I activate my
to
monster's
face down
effect.
defense. Third ability. Ooh. Target one face up monster on the field. That target gains 300 attack. Mostly I use it for
set a
its first
card.
ability, because it's just annoying. But its other abilities are handy too. 900 extra attack points. Puts it up to 41, and that's nasty. A direct hit would end the game. And since they just set that card, they can't do anything to react to this, so now they're locked out of it.
Here I go. It's my turn. I draw.
And since I have the bigger beat stick, there's not a lot they can really do.
Battle. I'll attack with this. My
Yeah, I'm
monster
not gonna
attacks.
use the effect.
That's nothing.
I want to hold on to it just in
I'll
case
end
they've
my
got another
turn.
card.
Here I go. It's my turn. I draw. I'll set a monster. Can't wait
Here
to
I
see
go.
what you do.
It's my turn.
I
I
end
draw.
my turn.
Ooh, that's not particularly helpful. I'm just
From
gonna
my
use
hand,
this really
I
quick.
activate a spell
No,
card.
don't tribute a monster. Just so I can get something.
Battle.
Speed up this process a little bit.
Here goes. My monster attacks.
They have been quite successful at being a pain so far.
Now! I activate my monster's effect.
I mean, what are you gonna summon, bro? Your deck seems to be quite the hodgepodge so far.
I'm counting on you. I special summon a monster.
Vanilla Blue Eyes, okay.
I'll end my turn.
Here I go. It's my turn.
I hope you're able to do something with it.
Come on out. I summon a monster.
Fusion monster.
I activate my monster's effect.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused as to what he's doing.
Can't wait
My
to see
turn.
what you do. I
I
end
draw.
my turn.
I set a monster.
What I'll do is I'll set that face down
Here I go. Let's battle.
and just kind of remind
Here
him of what
goes.
he's doing.
My monster attacks. I end my turn. You're up.
I'm taking control of this duel, starting now. It's my turn. I draw.
Yeah, I'm low rank because I just haven't been playing. This guy just seems like he's honestly at this point.
Can't let this show
All
end
right.
yet. I have
My
more
turn,
surprises
I
in
draw.
store. I end my turn.
I activate my monster's effect. I set a monster. I end my
I
turn.
probably shouldn't have set that
You're
monster.
I'm taking control.
It's the whole
of this
reason I
duel,
activated
starting
that ability.
now.
Oh well.
It's my turn. I draw. I'm counting on you. I summon a monster. I activate my monster's effect.
I'm thinking I'm gonna look at this man's deck after this match, because I really don't understand what he's up to.
Come on out! I special summon a monster!
Uh-huh.
I'm counting on you! I special summon a monster!
It seems to be a hodgepodge, just general Blue Eyes support, but I don't know.
Here goes! Attack!
Unless you got pierce damage on that buddy. And apparently you do not.
Okay! Attack!
I knew you'd do that. I activate my monster's effect.
Cool thing is, with this buff, I get to put it wherever I want.
Is that all you got?
So I got to save myself a little extra damage there.
I'm only fine with losing
Here I
if
go.
I know I gave
It's
it
my
all.
turn.
I
My
end
turn.
my turn.
I draw. Rose Lover's effect activates from my graveyard. By banishing her, I special summon a plant from my... I special summon a monster.
Interesting. Not a whole lot I can do, so I'll just go to the battle phase.
I'll attack with this.
And that should be game.
Attack. You best get out
Gotta
of
be kidding me!
I end my
I gotta
turn.
have heart if I
This
want to
feels
win.
like bad news.
It's my turn.
What you got, buddy?
I draw.
If I could get that last flurries, that would be amazing. Just absolutely make my day. Make him bomb his monster. So good.
Can't let this show
I
end
can't
yet.
let fear
I have
overtake
more
me.
surprises
I
in
draw.
store.
No.
I end my turn.
I set a card. Here I go. Let's battle. You best get out of my way. My monster attacks. I end my
Gotta have
turn.
heart if I want
This
to win.
feels like bad news.
It's my turn.
At some point, this just counts as bullying, right?
I draw.
So, this card is most useful in my graveyard. 26 is pretty nice attack stat, but its effect is where it's really handy. If this card is in the graveyard, I
I'm
can
counting
tribute
on
a
you.
monster from my hand,
I tribute
which
summon
does
a
trigger for
monster.
flurries.
I
Huh?
activate my monster's effect.
Okay.
Ah! Such pain.
Battle. Curtains down. I attack
Exactly
you
what I
directly.
expected. I play my face down card. I activate my trap card.
I don't want to throw it out.
Now, monster.
Okay. Attack! I activate my monster's effect.
This is such an awkward match.
I know what to do. I special summon a monster. I'm only fine with losing if I know I gave it my all.
I draw.
I end my turn.
From my
Sweet, I
hand,
was waiting for that.
I activate a continuous spell.
More man, so so it has to be from the field then, okay.
Now, I summon a monster. I activate my monster's effect. Now, I special summon. I activate a continuous spell.
It has been a minute. Oh well.
I activate my monster's effect. What shall I end my
I'm
turn.
taking control of this duel.
feels like bad
Starting
news.
now. I draw.
I think I'm gonna switch over to my Aroma Mage deck.
Let's battle. Okay. Attack. I activate my monster's effect. I'm counting on you. I special summon a monster.
Is my boy about to bring it back?
I activate my monster's effect.
I think he's about to bring it back.
Can't let this
It's
show
my
end yet.
turn.
I have more
I
surprises
draw.
in store. I end my turn.
Oh boy. Just in case we get to be funny.
I end my turn.
I'm taking control
Just
of
in
this
case.
duel.
Bad news.
Starting now. I draw. I know what to do. I summon
I'm
a
giving him a
monster.
chance to be arrogant. I've pretty much lost this. Nothing I can
activate
do
my
about that.
monster's effect.
But if I can be funny while I do it, that'd be great.
I'm counting on you. I special summon a monster. Let's battle.
Nope, he's not gonna let me be funny.
It's time for the big finale. So let's end it with a bang.
Exactly what I expected.
Attack.
Okay,
I-
GG's. That was so painful. Set and back. Okay, let's dig into it. Interesting name they've got going.
I learned something you shouldn't underestimate. Duel! Here I go. It's my turn.
Okay,
From my
this
hand,
deck,
I
fortunately,
activate a
is
field
very
spell.
very simple, straightforward. It is wonderful.
I activate a
Basically,
my monster's
we're
effect.
trying to have as much life as possible. just to make their life a little
What
harder.
shall I do? I summon I'll end my
Here I
turn.
go. It's my turn.
So
I
all the
draw.
monsters have 2 effects, with the exception of some in my extra deck, and we'll
I
get into
set
those
a
later.
monster. I
But
set a
first off,
card.
they all have a passive skill
My turn's
for
over.
when I
Here I
have
go.
more life
It's
than
my
they do.
turn. I draw.
And secondly, they have a
What shall I
skill
do?
for when I
I
gain
summon
life.
a I activate my monster's effect. I activate my monster's effect.
It's a lockout, but it's a little bit different. So
I
you,
set a card. Here I go. Let's battle. Here goes. I attack with my monster. You best get out of my way. My monster
That's nothing
attack.
I
I'll
can't
end
handle.
my
Here I
turn.
go.
yeah,
It's
if
my
I would have
turn.
just committed to using this, I would have won the match already. Oh well.
I draw.
What did you even have? Super heavy?
I set a
Okay.
card face down. Come on out. I summon a monster in attack position. My monster's effect activates.
Go for it, buddy.
Think so. I play my face down card. I activate my continuous trap.
My turn's over.
Here I go. It's my turn. I draw.
Not
Might
bad.
as well.
If I say so
I
myself.
activate my monster's effect. I activate my monster's effect.
Yeah, just rub it in.
I activate my
This
continuous
isn't
trap.
looking so good.
I'll set a card.
This isn't looking so good.
Now, I tribute summon a monster. Battle. I win. I attack you.
Well, they were a good sport at least, so
Aw.
I know.
give them a nice. Need more matches that go like that. So, after this next match, we should have enough to go for 10 pull. See if I can get that last freaking card. 'Cause dang it. Oh, the gotcha gods are cruel to me.
I no longer.
If you are duel, it's my turn. I set a card.
Something I've always struggled with this game is the fact that characters people use are always a small pool. So you always listen to the same music. It's just like the
My
gym
field
and
spell
Pokken.
activates.
Kind of just sick of hearing it. Don't really know why people simp Kaiba so hard. I mean, whatever. People will do their thing, I guess. So it looks like they're using the Gaia structure deck,
Now is the time.
but they added
I summon
5
a monster
cards
in
to it.
attack position. My turn is done.
Here I go. It's
Okay,
my
what do we
turn.
got here?
I draw.
Here, take on.
I'll set a card. From my hand, I activate a field spell.
What skill do I even have set? Level augmentation, good. Okay. So while I wait for them to let me have my turn, let's go over my extra deck. First off, we've got this. Falls right in line with the rest of the archetype. Gets my monsters buffed, and lets me pick a card and just negate all of its effects. Okay, thank you.
I summon a monster. I activate a field spell.
Are they
I
actually
activate
reading my
monster's
cards? Is that what's going on here?
effect. Here I go. I summon a monster. I activate my monster's effect. What shall I do? I special summon a monster.
Enter.
I'll end my
Here
turn.
I go. My turn.
This guy is in here just in case.
I draw a card.
So, 22. And once per turn, I can banish a plant monster from my graveyard. And half this card's attack to make a second attack. So, it's nice for tidying up, I
Now's
guess.
my chance. I flip over my face down card. I activate my continuous trap.
Rekro's Dragon. First ability, never use. I never use it. Blow itself up to board wipe.
All
No.
right. I summon
Second
a monster
ability.
in attack position.
If they have a monster in
Time
defense
to battle.
position, I can force it to attack position,
Here we go.
and
I
it's
attack with a monster.
Oh, my
Exactly what I
boy.
expected. Exactly what I expected. I activate my
You
exactly
made a
what
mistake.
exactly what I expected. I activate my monster's effect. Now's my chance. I activate my continuous trap.
My monster's effect activates. My turn is
And
Here I go.
lastly,
It's my turn. I draw.
soon enough, John. Be patient. Actually, probably not.
Now, I'll trick
The
you
last
summon
one
a
is a
monster.
big dragon that gets bigger based on how many more life points than my opponent I have. And considering that this deck is
activate a
all about
field spell.
having life points
I
high
activate
and,
my
and going
monster's
up,
effect.
it gets scary.
I activate my continuous trap.
I expected you to do that. My monster's effect activates.
And unless
Here I
he's got a
go.
cool face
Let's
down,
battle.
that's game.
You best get out of my way. I attack you directly.
Now's my chance. I use my face down card. I continue. I can still turn this
win.
duel around.
Yeah, not enough. But you made an effort. That's good.
I have.
And with that, we definitely have enough. So, go up here, claim our rewards. Oh, we have enough and then some. Excuse me. Shop. Boxes. Scroll down, 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 down. There we go. I'm trying to get the friggin' squirrel. Don't know what a martin is, so it's a squirrel. Nothing else we care about. Squirrel. And we're gonna one pack at a time. Because I've almost run the box out. I'm running out of cards to pull. No. 1. Only 18 left. Okay, the Light Sworn wouldn't be bad either, but come on, man. Okay. I guess so. Give me the squirrel. Okay. I use Light Sworn, so that's decent. So, deck making tips. You can only have 3 of a particular monster in your deck. They only allow 3 copies. This number is the limited use. You can only have so many in a deck. Here it says 2, means you can only use 2. This says 3. The game only lets you have 3. So I don't understand why that's a thing. It is above my pay grade. Oh, I cleared out the ultra rares. You're mocking me. You're mocking me. This is some kind of sick joke. Oh well. That's Yu-Gi-Oh! I have fun with it anyway. But with that, we'll call it a day. Luck is not on my side, but doesn't matter. I don't care. I do care. I guess we'll see you around. Planning to do another stage tomorrow? Stage. You ever just say what you read? We'll have another stream up tomorrow. Probably do Pokken, but we'll see what happens. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate your time, and have a good one.